Yo, tapping in real quick for this UFC 306 highly anticipated bantamweight matchup where the bantamweight strap is very much up for grabs between Sugar Sean O'Malley and Merab the Machine Dwashvili, taking place in the Sphere. Noche UFC 2024 is finally fucking here. And this video right here, this is the Parlays video. We're going to chop it up for a few minutes about some parlay options. For the prelims, for the main card, for the whole card, all favorites, swap out options, haymakers. If you want to toss a Hail Mary, fuck it, man. Let's chop it up for a few minutes. You know what I'm talking about? If y'all fucking with these favorites on the prelims, you can catch 5 of them wrapped together at plus 597. That's Raul Roses, Yasmin, Manuel, Irene, and Joshua. And those 5 favorites come wrapped together at plus 597 on the prelims. That's Raul, Yasmin, Manuel, Irene, and Joshua. Now I'm talking about 5 legs at plus 597. If you like Raul Roses and you like Yasmin and you like Joshua, but you're on the other side of Manuel and you're fucking with Ignacio, you can get 4 legs at plus 303. Raul Roses, Yasmin, Joshua, and Ignacio. Those 4 come at plus 303. Now I'm talking about you can catch Raul Roses, Yasmin, Joshua, and Norma. If you're on the other side of, Irene, you can catch Raul, Yasmin, Joshua, and Norma. 4 legs for plus 293. 5 legs at plus 679 would be Raul, Yasmin, Joshua, Norma, and Ignacio. For individuals who are on the other side of those 2 Mexican fighters. You know what I'm talking about? If you like Norma over Irene and you like Ignacio over Manuel, you know what I mean? Those 5 are at plus 679, and that's Raul, Yasmin, Joshua, Norma, and Ignacio. If you like Ignacio, but not so much on Norma though, 5 legs at plus 654 is Raul, Yasmin, Joshua, Ignacio, and Irene. You know what I'm talking about? 5 legs for plus 654. If you're on the other side of Irene, but you like Manuel, then those 5 legs come at plus 620. Raul, Yasmin, Joshua, Norma, and Manuel. You know what I'm talking about? Now, if you're anything like me, then you want the prelims to go just like this, and you feel like these prelims can go just like this, and that's a all noche parlay for the prelims. 5 legs at plus 1,131. Raul, Yasmin, Irene, Manuel, and Edgar being your one dog, being on the other side of Joshua. Get you plus 1,131. Now, me personally, I am on the other side of Joshua. I believe if he wants to play that wrestle game too heavy with Edgar, attempting to secure takedowns and mix in his all-around body of work, he's going to get a neck or a limb snatched up in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and Edgar's going to get him out of there via submission, as he's already been put away via submission earlier in his career, and we already know he knows what it's like to get put out of there inside the distance via KO, TKO, when he's at a significant reach disadvantage like he was to Charles Johnson. Well, he's at a significant reach disadvantage again to Eggert, and I believe Eggert to be just a bit more dangerous than Charles. But that's just me. That's just my personal opinion, and that's why I like, that dog to bark and pop the fuck off on the prelim card. But again, we can run down that real quick. 5 legs, 5 favorites at plus 597 is Raul, Yasmin, Manuel, Irene, and Joshua. 5 legs at plus 597. 4 legs at plus 303 is Raul, Yasmin, Joshua, and Ignacio. That's 4 legs at plus 303. 4 legs at plus 293 is Raul, Yasmin, Joshua, and Norma. That's 4 legs at plus 293. Now 5 legs at plus 679 is Raul, Yasmin, Joshua, Norma, and Ignacio. Then 5 legs at plus 654 is Raul, Yasmin, Joshua, Ignacio, and Irene. Then 5 legs at plus 620 is Raul, Yasmin, Joshua, Norma, and Manuel. And then 5 legs for all noche parlay to pop off on the prelims with one dog to bark. Looks like 5 legs at plus 1,131. Raul, Yasmin, Irene, Manuel, and Edgar. You know what I'm talking about? Let's talk about this main card just a little bit real quick, man. If you're fucking with the favorites, you can wrap these 5 favorites together and catch them for plus 1088. That's 1,088. You know what I'm talking about? Daniel, Ronaldo, Diego, Alexa, and Sean. And those 5 legs come together at plus 1088. Now, if you want to toss in a Remember Me Now parlay, you know what I'm talking about, which very well may take place on Saturday. A Remember Me Now parlay would look something like 3 legs at plus 940, and it would be Brian Ortega, Valentina Shevchenko, and Merab Dvalishvili. Those 3 legs will come at plus 940. Now I'm talking about, you could also wrap in some 5-leggers and go Daniel, Ronaldo, Brian, Valentina, and Merab. 5 legs at plus 2,463, or for me, the real Remember Me Now 5-leg parlay for the main card would be 5 legs at plus 2,915, 2,915, and it would be Daniel Zellhuber, O'Day Osborne, Brian Ortega, Valentina Shevchenko, and Merab Dvalishvili for Remember Me Now 5-leg main card parlay at plus 2,915. But again, just Brian Valentina, and Merab come at plus 940. Daniel, Ronaldo, Merab, and Diego. You know what I'm talking about? If you just like Merab to get it done in the main event, Daniel, Ronaldo, Merab, and Diego, 4 legs at plus 662. You know what I'm talking about? 4 legs at plus 796 is Daniel, O'Day, Merab, and Diego. But 4 legs at plus 1363, 4 legs at plus 1,363 has a little bit of that Remember Me Now shit mixed up in it. And that's Daniel, O'Day, Brian, and Merab. 4 legs at plus 1363. So again, we're going to run down it real quick. The main card, 5 legs, all favorites for plus 1088 is Daniel, Ronaldo, Diego, Alexa, and Sean. Remember Me Now parlay, 3 legs for plus 940 would be Brian, Valentina, and Merab at plus 940. You could do 5 legs on a Remember Me Now type situation, and that would look like Daniel, Ronaldo, Brian, Valentina, and Merab at plus 2463. Or the real Remember Me Now is Daniel, O'Day, Brian, Valentina, and Merab at plus 2915. You know what I'm talking about? A little bit of that Remember Me Now mixed up in there. For 4 legs is Daniel, O'Day, Merab, and Diego at plus 796. Or 4 legs at plus 1363, which is Daniel, O'Day, Brian, and Merab. 4 legs at plus, 1363. That's just a little bit of, spiciness for the main card and all that. You know what I'm talking about? But, for me, personally, when it comes to 3 legs that I really like on this card, they're Raul, Manuel, and Daniel at plus 190. Now, if you're on the other side of Manuel, understandably so, I can completely dig it, and Raul, Daniel, and Ignacio come at plus 213. Now, me, I personally like Raul, Daniel, and Manuel at plus 190 to use as my foundation to go ahead and build off of and just add swap out options for the 4th leg. So I'm going to use Raul, Daniel, and Manuel at plus 190 to do so. If you like Ignacio, then they come at Raul, Daniel, and Ignacio come at plus 213 for you to do so. You understand what I'm saying to you? Now, for me, it's Raul, Daniel and Manuel. I told you they come at plus 190, but when I add a fourth leg to it and it's Diego, they come at plus 343. If I swap out Diego for Brian, they come at plus 624. Now, using my same three, Raul, Daniel, and Manuel, when I add in Alexa for a fourth leg, they come at plus 410. And when I swap out Alexa for Valentina, they come at plus 496. Using my same three, Raul, Daniel, and Manuel, I add in Sean as a fourth leg. He comes at plus 418. I swap out Sean, I toss in Marab, it comes at plus 485. Using my same three, Raul, Daniel, and Manuel, I toss in O'Day as a fourth leg. He comes at plus 499. I swap out O'Day for Ronaldo. They come at plus 410. You understand what I'm saying to you? Same three, Raul, Daniel, and Manuel. Then I toss in Eggert as my fourth leg, and they come at plus 661. Or if I swap out Eggert and toss in Joshua, they come at plus 331. You know what I'm talking about? So again, real quick for me, three that I like on the whole card that I'm using as my foundation for the most part is Raul, Daniel, and Manuel, and they come at plus 190. But if you don't like Manuel and you like Ignacio and the other two, Raul, Daniel, and Ignacio, come at plus 213 for you to do so. You know what I'm talking about? Then I toss in Diego at plus 343, swap him out, toss in Brian at plus 624. My same three, I toss in Alexa for plus 410, swap out Alexa, toss in Valentina for plus 496. My same three, I toss in Sean at plus 418. I swap in Sean, swap out Sean and toss in Marab at plus 485. I use my same three, toss in O'Day at plus 499, swap out O'Day and toss in Ronaldo at plus 410. Same three, same situation. I toss in Eggert, they come at plus 661. I swap out Eggert and toss in Josh, they come at plus 331. You know what I'm talking about? Now, if y'all like Ronaldo to get the job done and you like Daniel, Sean, and Diego, then Ronaldo, Daniel, Sean, and Diego, those four legs come at plus 575. Two legs, Ronaldo and Daniel, those two legs come at plus 146. If you like Esteban and Brian, those two legs come at plus 650. If you like Esteban, Brian, and Marab to show up and fuck the game up, those three come at plus 1415. You know what I'm talking about? So Daniel, Ronaldo, Diego, and Sean come at plus 575. Daniel and Ronaldo come at plus 146. Esteban and Brian come at plus 650. Esteban, Brian, and Marab come at plus 1415. You know what I'm talking about? Now Raul, Yasmin, Daniel, and Josh, they come at plus 185 for individuals who's trying to stay safe. And if you feel like those individuals are safe, then Raul, Yasmin, Daniel, and Josh come at plus 185. Raul, Yasmin, Daniel, Josh, and Diego. If you like Diego, those five come at plus 336. You know what I'm talking about? Now, if we're going to talk about haymakers and all that, you know what I mean? Well, here go 8 legs. If y'all on the side of these favorites for the most part, you can catch 8 legs for a low haymaker. Not a Hail Mary, not a 10-legger, but a haymaker. You can catch 8 legs. Raul, Yasmin, Daniel, Josh, Diego, Ronaldo, Manuel, and Sean. And those 8 legs come at plus 2416. That's Raul, Yasmin, Daniel, Josh, Diego, Ronaldo, Manuel, and Sean. Those 8 legs come at plus 2416. If you toss in Irene and Alexa to turn that haymaker into a Hail Mary, then those 10, Raul, Yasmin, Daniel, Josh, Diego, Ronaldo, Manuel, Sean, Irene, and Alexa for all favorites, clean sweep, those 10 come at plus 8181. You know what I'm talking about? If you swap out Alexa for Valentina because you're just kind of sketchy about that one, then those 10 come at plus 9592. You know what I'm talking about? But again, 8 legs for a haymaker toss. Raul, Yasmin, Daniel, Josh, Diego, Ronaldo, Manuel, and Sean. 8 favorites, haymaker toss for 2416. If you want to turn the haymaker toss into a Hail Mary for all 10 legs, and you toss in Irene and Alexa, and those 10 favorites come at plus 8181. You know what I'm talking about? Now, me, personally, my haymaker is 10 legs at plus 17,090. It looks like Raul, Daniel, Manuel, Yasmin, Irene, Alexa, Sean, Diego, O'Day, and Eggert. And that's my 10 legs at plus 17,090. You know what I mean? As far as my prelims, I already told you I like Raul, Daniel, Manuel, Eggert, and you can give me Irene at plus 1131, 1,131, and the only alteration I'm gonna make for my prelim, you know, whole prelim sweep is the female fight in Irene and Norma. So my prelim sweep will look like Raul, Daniel, Manuel, Eggert, and Irene at plus 1131. I swap out Irene and toss in Norma for plus 1170. That's what my prelim, you know, if the prelims go the way I want them to go, that's what they're going to look like. You know what I'm talking about? For the main card, for me, is Daniel, O'Day, Diego, Alexa, and Sean. And those 5 come at plus 1,297, 1,297, no alterations for me. You know, no swap outs for me as far as how I want that to go. You know what I'm talking about? I will have parlays in, as I, you know, already discussed earlier in the video where the fight is in swap out options. But when I put my, you know, little half a man, my little $50 or my little $100 on my 5 legs for the main card on how I want them to go, it's very much going to look like Daniel, O'Day, Diego, Alexa, and Sean. You know what I'm talking about? And I'll drop a yard on the prelims where I do half a man on Raul, Daniel, Manuel, Eggert, and Irene, where I swap out Irene, toss in Norma. You know what I'm talking about? 50 piece on that, 50 piece on that, 50 piece on the main card. You know what I'm talking about? It's probably how that's gonna go down, man. Put a little motherfucking little quarter unit or a half a unit, fuck it, on my Haymaker, my Hail Mary, and see how that motherfucker pans out. You know what I'm talking about? Raul, Daniel, Manuel, Yasmin, Irene, Alexa, Sean, Diego, OD, and Eggert. Boy, oh boy, if that motherfucker smack. You know what I'm talking about? If you want to talk about 6 legs that I really like, though, at plus 1626, it's Raul, Yasmin, Irene, Daniel, Manuel, and Eggert. I like them, man. I toss 3 more in there for a 9-legger and take it to 8,204. And that's Raul, Yasmin, Daniel, Manuel, Irene, Eggert, Diego, Alexa, and Sean. 9 legs at plus 8204, man. You know what I mean? And that's that with that, man. If y'all like Raul, Yasmin, Daniel, Manuel, Irene, Eggert, but you like Ronaldo, Diego, Alexa, and Sean, you can catch them at plus 14,515. But I already told you my Haymaker toss is Raul, Yasmin, Daniel, Manuel, Irene, Eggert, Diego, Alexa, Sean, and O'Day at plus 17,090. My main card, I wanted to look like Daniel, O'Day, Diego, Alexa, and Sean. I want them prelims to look like Raul, Daniel, Manuel, Eggert, and Irene, or Norma. I'll be all right with that as well. You know what I'm talking about? But that's that with that. Hopefully we covered it all. You know what I mean? It's only 10 fights. It's not a whole lot to work with. You know what I mean? And 2 out of those 10 fights are significantly priced, man. So it's really not a whole lot that we are able to do with this motherfucker, but we are going to do something with it. You know what I'm talking about? So I do appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. That's it. That's that with that. We got some prelim action, some main card action, some whole card action, some all favorites action, some Haymaker action, some Hail Mary action, some parlays with some swap out action. You know what I'm talking about? It's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know what I mean? A whole lot of everything sprinkled up in this motherfucker, man. And hopefully everybody who tapped in some way, shape, form, or fashion is going to be able to cash in when this fight card is over with, man. Or while it's still going on via cashing on the prelims and cashing on some whole cards that, you know, take place before the whole card is over with. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man, it very much is what it is. The countdown is real. I do wish we had quite a few more fights to talk about other than just 10, especially since, you know, it's this big thing in the sphere, one-time thing and all that. But we only got 10 fights. It is what it is, man, and 2 of them are significantly priced. It is what it is, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I hope everybody enjoys the fights. I hope everybody cashes in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I will be tapping back in throughout the week just to toss little 15 and 60-second clips out there with parlays that I'm going to be putting in. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all and best of luck.